Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not giving the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say I'm like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Now why you to us? You even claims to even be the hero from your experience. So why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food to put on the table.
GHT Talk FM 107. Good evening. Welcome. It's great to be back with you tonight. It's Friday night, April the 25th, 2025. We are live and direct from Detroit, Michigan. As always, my name is Wild Michael Gilman, bidding you a pleasant good evening, good morning, hello, wherever you are, wherever you find yourselves tonight, or welcome. If you're in Australia, we say a good afternoon to you there, okay? I'm trying to keep the time for Australia. We've got a great show coming up here. It's Friday night. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and I'll be my guest. Downsizing. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. The song in the background is by Takun J. Title, Mr. Rescue. Who did you come to rescue? The people don't even like you. But yet and still you say you come rescue them. You not rescue nobody. You only rescue yourself. Who did you come to rescue? We're going to dig deeper tonight into our stories. We are working for you here tonight as we also memorialize the life and legacy of Tarplah Davis, aka Zoely. Funeral is set for tomorrow, Saturday, April 26, 2025, at the Sacred Heart Cathedral Catholic Church on Broad Street, okay? Also, our monologue on here tonight, the theme for our monologue, waste no more time arguing on what a good man should be won by Emperor Marcus Aurelius more than 1,000 years ago. This statement still reigns. Waste no more time arguing on what a good man should be won. The lesson: be kind and reciprocate kindness or goodness. Don't pay back good with evil. Our hot topics on here tonight, as we welcome the lady from Atlanta, Yasa K. Welcome to you there. Great to see you always on here. I love the readout coming from you every time she does that. So, good evening to you, Mr. Gilman, and all my GHT CLN family. Absolutely welcome to you, Yasa. Great to see you on here. Achitape from all the way there, Jakarta, Indonesia. Welcome to from Dallas, Texas. Welcome to you. I was talking about the gentleman from Indonesia, Patrick Kayosie, our senior distributor. Welcome to you there, Pat. Good to see you on here as always. Linda Morris, watching from somewhere. Welcome to you. You need to call me tomorrow, okay? Linda, call me tomorrow. Let's have a chit chat, okay? And Hawa Tote is first in the queue here tonight. Welcome to you, Miss Tote from Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome. All of you joining us here. Bodio Sine, welcome as well. Says a good evening, Mr. Gilman. Says Makula Musu Dennis from New York. Welcome to you there. Great to see you on here tonight as always. Afonso Tiba Bella, welcome. Say, hey, Mr. Gilman, how you doing today? And thanks for the hard work. No doubt. Thank you, and thanks for being here as well. We've got a great show coming up. Favor, Tiawon. Man, you back? Welcome, young man. Good to see you there from Seattle, Washington. And here comes my lovely daughter, Nina Quia. Welcome. There's our daughter. She says, good evening, daddy, and my beautiful family. Welcome to you. Jill News Springba from Detroit, Michigan. I am watching and listening, no doubt. Welcome, my brother from the D. That's how we do it. And Henry Doe from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome to you there. We got a great show coming up here, folks. Our hot topics on here tonight. Opposition oppose Joseph Yuma Boakai. The opposition political parties have called on Joseph Yuma Boakai to respect the Supreme Court's ruling and acknowledge Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. In a collaborated joint news conference, major opposition figures, including former Vice President Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, warned JMB against the wrath of the Liberian people. Moreover, Cllr Tiawon Gongloe issued a scathing statement against the Boakai government in wake of JMB response to the Supreme Court's ruling. Let's dig deeper. That makes a great story for digging deeper tonight, and our department is at work. Okay. Also, coming up, re-argument question. Re-argument question. Representative Richard Nangbe Koon and colleagues run to the Supreme Court. Koon and party want to re-argue the bill of information for which the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Speaker J. Fonati Koffa and the rule of law and others. Why do they want to re-argue the case? Will it be the case they'll be re-arguing or the ruling? Why didn't Koon's legal team address him as speaker? In their petition to the court, the renegade lawmakers could not muster a quorum. Today is it the sense of time? Let's dig deeper. They could not muster quorum today. Is it a sense of time? Donald Tode, Vice Chair for Administration, CDC USA. Welcome there, my brother from Texas. Good to see you all here as always. Muffless to say, welcome to you as well. We've got a great show coming up. And Brilena Warrants, all the way there from Delaware. Hi, Mr. Gilman and my GHT CLM family. We were not here, but we are here now. Absolutely. Welcome to you there, Brilena Warrants from Delaware. And of course, Ansar Zeke Morris Dukley. Welcome to you. Good to see you all here. And Hagar Gonda from Monrovia, Liberia. He said, good morning from my end here, sir. Let's continue to do the Liberian people's work. Absolutely. Welcome there. You are doing a great job early in the morning as well. And let me welcome my dear friend and brother. I call him Chief Sekou Talasco Demaro is on here tonight and said, digging deeper, no doubt. Welcome there, Sekou Talasco. Good morning at your end. It's great that you are up this morning. And following from Monrovia, the nation's capital, I think it pretty much going to what? It's going to 2 a.m., almost 2 a.m., 14 minutes to 2 local time in Liberia, and Talasco is on here tonight. Welcome there, my man. Great to see you as always. Okay, we got a great show for all of us here tonight. Also, William Sumawulu, welcome to you there. Good evening, sir. I have come to class tonight, no doubt. Also, coming up, JMB response to the Supreme Court of Liberia. Joseph Yuma Boakai made a nationwide address as a response to the Supreme Court of Liberia ruling in a speaker impasse, leadership impasse. He said, quote, we will continue to work with the quorum. End of quote. What is the meaning of quorum as defined by the Constitution and the ruling of the Supreme Court? Do you believe Joseph Yuma Boakai is in charge of his government or being pulled? Can the judiciary branch shut down all courts in the country until Joseph Yuma Boakai adheres to the rule of law? Is it possible? Can they do it? What happens when the legislature remains in chaos and the judiciary shut down? Will there be a functioning government? Will the Liberian people demand from their government to uphold and defend the Constitution and rule of law they swore to defend? Let's dig deeper. Also, we'd like to say happy birthday to folks that are celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. My lovely little niece there in Monrovia, Olive Weeks, will be celebrating her milestone birthday tomorrow in Monrovia. Olive, happy birthday to you. Naomi Brown, happy birthday. Paul George, D. Mas, Melvin Toure, David T.W. Sumo, happy birthday to you there, my friend. And Tita T. Gay and Anthony K. Derricks, happy birthday to you as well. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Okay, welcome. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and they'll be my guest. Okay, downsizing. Who did you come to rescue? Mr. Rescue, who did you come to rescue?
Fonati Koffa is the speaker. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Fonati Koffa is the speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Law remains the law. Thank you.
The Supreme Court ruling is fair.
Fonati
Koffa is the speaker. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Fonati Koffa is the speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Law remains the law. Thank you.
The Supreme Court ruling is fair.
Fonati
Koffa is the speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Law remains the law.
The Supreme Court ruling is fair.
Fonati
Koffa is the speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Law remains the law.
The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Fonati Koffa is the speaker. And that was Daros DeLong, Senator from Monserrado County. Let me read this comment from Chief Sekou Carrasco de Maro. They said that the eagle arm is stink. But they want for the eagle to carry them. Majority Black and Supreme Court 5 and 6, right? No, they're not even 5 and 6. You say my I stink, but then you want to sit on my shoulder. That's the interpretation right there. They say the Supreme Court stink. The Supreme Court didn't give them good ruling, and they will not adhere to the ruling of the Supreme Court. But they want to go back to the court to rule in their favor. That's the time they will honor the ruling, and that's not democracy. You don't win before you say that's free and fair election. When you lose, you should also honor it. All right. That's what Sekou Carrasco is saying here. And my lovely little sister there from Glendale, Arizona, Vicky, long life, welcome. She said, today's my birthday too. No, just kidding. Like, I don't know your birthday is in September. I will call your real age, Vicky. welcome there. Sadie Kappa, welcome to you. Also, let's bring you to speed with some of the happenings that happened today in the nation's capital, Monrovia, Liberia. Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, former Vice President, Republic of Liberia, addressed a joint news conference today in Liberia with other leaders, opposition figures from the headquarters of the ANC in Liberia.
Every elected official sets the basis for the work that you are supposed to do for your constituency, for your county, or for the nation. Where we are now, I never expected that we'll get to this point. that the number one citizen in the Republic who vowed to respect all laws has decided to play politics with a constitutional mandate. The truth is, this constitutional mandate is not a debatable mandate. President Boakai, you must follow the mandate from the Supreme Court. The difference, there is a very clear difference here. Either as a nation we agree to follow a path of chaos, because once you do not go by the rule of law, then you are calling for chaos. We either do chaos or we do calm, where our country is able to move forward, where the hopes and aspirations of our people will be met, where the dignity that carries the name Liberia across the nations of the world will no longer be looked at as a pariah. This is the choice we have today. And that particular choice is led by the President of the Republic of Liberia. He can decide whether he wants a calm country so that he can fulfill the rescue agenda, which I believe is just a story, as I've been saying, or you can open a Pandora's box that will lead us to a place where we know what it is. I'd like to call on the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, the members of the Unity Party, and the members of the Liberian Senate and the House of Representatives to abide by the Supreme Court ruling. The reason why the onus is on the President is because the first branch of government is the implementer of all laws. The Supreme Court has spoken. What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. I thank you. The Liberian Senate and the House of Representatives to abide by the Supreme Court ruling. The reason why the onus is on the President is because the first branch of government is the implementer of all laws. The Supreme Court has spoken. What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. I thank you.
Okay. The former Vice President, Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, making a powerful, powerful statement there, calling on Joseph Yuma Boakai to do the needful, follow through. You took an oath to defend, uphold, and defend the Constitution. Okay? You cannot acknowledge a law by the Supreme Court, a ruling by the Supreme Court, which in itself is a law. And there you say you going to do what? Call the imam, the pastor there, the Yanabo, the market woman, this and that, to come and tell you what to do. Eh? You think that Charlie Kintown or Charlie Paswa government will run it here, or country will run it here? You got to follow through. Okay? I mean, it was a fiery news conference today. Let's bring you another portion of that conference. And the attorney, my dear friend and brother, Janga Kowo, spoke there also. He spoke there also, and let me bring Jangako up here.
CDC will now make special remarks.
We have assembled adherence to the rule of law is not a matter of discretion, but it's a matter of constitutional requirement. And so we have assembled here today to send a clear message to the government, to President Boakai and the Unity Party government, that we will ensure that they will adhere, the government will adhere to the rule of law. The ruling of the Supreme Court is non-negotiable. And we want to send a clear message to the president and his entire government that we are giving you sufficient space to govern. And since you have taken upon yourself to disrupt your own administration, we will make sure you do that with ease. Because for the last year and a half, we have seen the excesses of the Boakai Unity Party government. But I think the government has crossed a dangerous red line. And we will ensure that the government will abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court. So we have come here today to chart a way forward. I want to say thank you to all the stakeholders, Chairman Mobake Molu of STAN, the various political parties, CMC, MOVE, AFP, you have been here also, and the various structures of the various political parties. The Motorcycle Union is here, the COP of the CDC is here. I want to thank everybody who has taken up their time to be here. We have all assembled here today to send a clear message to the government that you do not own the country. We all collectively own the country, and we ensure that you abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court determines what the law is in the Republic of Liberia. So thank you for coming.
So that
Okay, that was Attorney Jangako, the global chairman for CDC, also at the news conference today. Let me first and foremost welcome Ms. Petula Ma, the grieving Petula Ma, Zoly's girlfriend, fiance. She has just joined us here. Petula, stay strong, and God bless your heart, okay? We followed the program, the family hour from Simosis this evening. It was very mournful, but stay strong, okay? Be courageous. Welcome. And let me read this comment from the big brother, William Tapper Weah Jr. That's the big brother to President George Weah. He said, good evening. I would like to make a slight correction to the former vice president's statement. The legislative is the first branch of government, judiciary, then the executive. The executive executes the laws according to the Constitution. Absolutely. And I heard that too. And I think it was just slip. She misspoke. Yeah, slip of tongue. Yeah, she meant to say the executive executes. But thank you, big brother. Great to have you on here as well. Yeah, we got the guns in here tonight. Darafina, how are? Welcome to you there. Good to see you. Uh, Sophie Blamo, welcome to you as well. Okay, so that was Janga Kowo. Lots of folks were out there tonight, and we are preparing the way for our fiery conversation here tonight with our team of panelists and analysts. Okay, uh, at that uh, 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 gathering today, Moba Molu was there, and he also spoke and sent a clarion message to Joseph Yoma Boakai. Yeah, he said his statement was very clear, concise, to the point, and let's bring Molu to the podium. Yeah.
New Day Civil Society Movement is representation are here present, and the chief convener will be no other person else but Comrade Molbakel Molu. Podium together from chairman.
Thank you. Let me express my gratitude to the organizers of this unique national platform, political parties, political leaders of different institutions, civil society actors that thought it important to converge major stakeholders on this viable platform to discuss how to prevent President Boakai from reversing the democratic gains that we've made over the period, and how to build a bulwark of resistance that ensures the freedom that we enjoy as a people, the precedents of democracy that we built over the period, and the peace and the stability of the country will not be destroyed by a senior citizen that stays in rehab, drinking cheap wine and making stupid decisions. And I like to be stupid decisions. Rehab, drinking cheap wine and making stupid decisions. And I like to be very clear, as you always said, that state is not a political institution and does not aspire to be one at any time. We are a civil society institution that want to work with everybody for the peace and the stability of the country. We are here because we're invited. So if you have your problems for not seeing us around you, it's your fault because you've not invited us for a national discussion. And so we came because the peace and the stability of Liberia is everyone's business. It is not up to Mr. Boakai to decide whether we have peace or we don't have peace. Peace for this country is sine qua non, and it is irreversible, no matter who is president.
Peace is sine qua non, and it is irreversible, regardless who is president. Okay, Moba Molu there today at the joint news conference of political parties and leaders of various political parties. Also, another person that spoke was the I believe that was the motorcycle union.
It says
Okay, yeah, let's bring him up here.
the judicial power of the Republic shall be vested in the Supreme Court and such subordinate court as the legislature may from time to time establish.
Okay, he read the article of the Constitution. I believe that was Article 65 of the Constitution, giving powers to the judiciary branch to interpret laws and make it final.
Judicial power of the Republic shall be vested in the Supreme Court and such subordinate court as the legislature may from time to time establish. The court shall apply both statutory and customary laws in accordance with the standard enacted by the legislature. The point is, judgments of the Supreme Court shall be final and binding and shall not be subject to appeal or review by any branch of government. Nothing in this article shall prohibit administrative blah 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 blah. But the point is, when the Supreme Court rules, no other branch of government, including the secretary by the president, shall review or to follow interpretation to the Supreme Court rule. It is clear in the ruling of the Supreme Court that a constitutional quorum makes of a simple majority of members of the House of Representatives and a legally elected speaker. So we are taking a back. When the president comes and say you go ahead to do business with a group that has quorum, if he's making mention of the constitutionally recognized quorum, then we do not have problem. But the point here is, we believe that that statement is pretentious, it's diabolical, and it does not fall within the realm of any action that will tell us that the president is accepting the result of the Supreme Court. Because the first thing the president should be doing, or the president should have done by now, is to withdraw all security details from his already coup, who is the representative and second. The fact that the president or the executive is now withdrawing all of the security details and all other humilities in time to the speaker is so that we have come for the movement for economic empowerment to join forces with the rest of the opposition political parties. That enough is enough. It is time for us to rise up to ensure that adherence to the rule of law is not an option, it's not negotiable. It is mandatory. So on behalf of the political leader of the movement for economic power and the national chairman, we want to commit the move to this draft by the coalition of opposition political parties. We will form part of whatever decision that this group will derive at in process of the opposition political party, us the movement. We will be part of the decision supported in defense of the Constitution and the rule of law. Thank you very much.
Okay, pardon me. That was the MOVE spokesman there at the joint news conference today. He spoke on behalf of MOVE, MOVEE, of former Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kemenya. Okay, breaking development. A member of the majority bloc, Austin, Representative Austin, let me get his name correctly. Austin Taylor. Austin Taylor has break ranks with the majority bloc and said he pledged to stand with the rule of law. that is, we're going to show you their numbers is dwindling down. You'll wonder why they are running to the Supreme Court. That's the same thing we're talking about here. The reason why they are running to the Supreme Court is just what we are talking about here. All right? Yeah. Their numbers are reducing. Don't be surprised if you notice Speaker J. Fonati Koffa, without anything from Boakai, gets a quorum when they return to the capital. Don't be surprised about that because it's fast approaching. The first video we play you here was from Darius DeLong. He admitted, said the Supreme Court ruling is clear. Fonati Koffa is the speaker from Darius DeLong. Miada Soko Pastor will welcome their daughter. How are you? Good to see you on here as always. Yeah. He said Fonati Koffa is the speaker. So whichever way you want to go, you on your own. You on your own, okay? Yeah, you on your own. I want to play you this other video here. And that's where is it? I want to play you Joseph Boakai video so that we can be fair and balanced. I said, but what did Boakai say that you guys talking whole day? I don't hear what he said. What did Joseph Boakai say? Let me find it for all of us here. All right? Yeah, I want to play you Boakai's video. Yeah. Let me find this Boakai video. It's right here. And play it for all of us. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Folks, bear with me here. I'm trying to get this video to play. Oh, God. Bear with me here, folks. Please, all kinds of stuff just popping up on my screen here. All kinds of ads. If you just joined us here, you are listening to the program Liberia First on Jida Hard Talk. We are coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got it here. Okay, let's bring it up. I want you to listen to Joseph Boakai's speech, for which the country seems to be plunged into a constitutional crisis. And if you don't know, if you don't believe it, listen to Tiawon Gongloe. We get Tiawon Gongloe's speech or his statement, his rebuttal. Right after Joseph Boakai's speech here, we're going to be playing you bringing you Tiawon Gongloe's rebuttal to Joseph Boakai, and then we go into our conversation. Okay, invite someone like the page.
2025, the Supreme Court of Liberia, our nation's highest arbiter of justice, delivered its ruling on the Bill of Information relating to the ongoing impasse in the House of Representatives. As President of this Republic, I acknowledge the ruling of the Supreme Court. However, let us all note that the House of Representatives have been unresolved. Accordingly, my government has already initiated broad consultations with the relevant national stakeholders to determine the most appropriate and constitutionally sound path forward. We have actively involved our traditional and other national leaders in addressing the matter. In doing so, we remain fully committed to preserving the sanctity of our democracy, the principle of three separate or coordinate branches of government. Fellow Liberians, our Constitution and the Supreme Court have defined what constitutes a quorum for the conduct of business in the legislature. We intend to vigorously uphold this vital principle of our constitutional democracy. We will continue to work with a quorum that would ensure the full functioning of our government. Over the past months, we have watched with growing concern as the division in the House of Representatives remains unresolved, undermining public confidence in our most vital democratic institutions. Tragically, we have also witnessed the torching of the Capitol building, a national symbol of democracy, by arsonists intent on sowing chaos and discord. Today, we receive report of acts of vandalism intended to desecrate the dignity of our public institutions and buildings. The police are investigating. Let me be clear, under our leadership, the government of Liberia will not be held hostage by narrow interests or acts of lawlessness. The work of governance will continue and nothing will distract us from our duty to serve the Liberian people. We are a country governed by laws, not by mobs or self-serving ambition. Those who undermine peace, violate the law, or seek to disrupt national harmony will face the full force of the law and justice. To all Liberians, I urge you to go about your daily business, your lives peacefully and confidently. Your government remains functional and steadfast in its responsibility to deliver services, maintain order, and uphold the values of democracy and good governance. I call on every elected leader to remember their oath, not to themselves, but to the Liberian nation, state, and people. I call on every citizen to rise above division and demonstrate the enduring values of patriotism, unity, and national purpose. As we seek political solutions to the impasse, let us do so with calm heads and committed hearts, ever mindful that Liberia is bigger than any one of us, any one person, party, or position. We will protect our democracy. We will preserve our peace, and together we will move Liberia forward. May God bless us all, and may God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, that was Joseph Boakai. That was the statement or the speech delivered by Joseph Boakai last night to the nation following the Supreme Court ruling. Okay, where he said he acknowledged the ruling of the Supreme Court, but he will work with the quorum. He will work with the quorum. He acknowledged the ruling of the Supreme Court, but he will work with the quorum. He spoke about the Constitution defining the Supreme Court or quorum, as well as the Supreme Court definition of quorum. Before we bring you Tiawon Gongloe rebuttal, Austin Taylor, this representative, Austin Taylor, have decided to break ranks, as it is being reported by Front Page Africa. Majority Bloc member Austin Taylor breaks ranks pledges to stand with rule of law. Okay, I have the story right here. Monrovia, amid ongoing tensions between the Supreme Court and the majority bloc of the House of Representatives, Representative Austin B. Taylor, a member of the bloc, has publicly declared his commitment to the rule of law, signaling a possible break in unity within the embattled group. In a statement posted Friday, Taylor emphasized that good governance is the side that I take, stressing the importance of respect for the judiciary, justice, integrity, and accountability in Liberia's democratic process. His remarks come just days after the Supreme Court reaffirmed J. Fonati Koffa as the legitimate Speaker of the House, a ruling rejected by the majority bloc, which subsequently filed a petition for re-argument. While Taylor did not explicitly endorse the court's decision, his strong remarks in support of the rule of law have raised eyebrows within political circles. Quote, the negative trend of yesteryears will not be tolerated in today's public space, end of quote, he stated, referencing past governance failures and calling for transparency and economic dignity for all Liberians. Taylor's comments appear to contrast with the majority bloc's recent defiance of the court's mandate and could indicate a growing internal divide as legal and political pressure mounts. His statement comes as President Joseph Boakai faces mounting opposition criticism for aligning with the majority bloc and expressing intent to work with what he called a functioning quorum of lawmakers. Taylor concluded his message with a call to action. Liberians, quote, Liberians must be given the opportunity to finally break free from the shackles of poverty, end of quote, underscoring his focus on justice and good governance over partisan loyalty. Okay? That's from Austin Taylor, a member of the majority bloc, breaking ranks and file with that group and siding with the law. Yeah. The rule of law. So, what becomes of the majority bloc? They've ran to the Supreme Court. They've ran to the Supreme Court seeking re-argument. I don't know what is that. They've gone to the Supreme Court seeking re-argument. Okay? But in their petition to the court, let me put it up. This is the document. Richard Kuhn and certain members of the House of Representatives. Now, he did not say in their petition. Okay, what you see the green highlight is they are referencing the earlier petition by Speaker Koffa and group. The top part here, the very top, after all the Chief Justice, the Associate Justices' names are mentioned, it has there Honorable Richard N. Kuhn and certain members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature as the petitioners versus Honorable J. Fonati Koffa and certain members of the House. Okay? Petition for re-argument. So, their petition did not recognize Richard Kuhn as the speaker. He himself did not recognize himself. Now he's honoring the Supreme Court. He's honoring the Supreme Court ruling. Yeah. He's honoring the Supreme Court ruling. Duke, Fearless, Cllr Williams. He said that who refusing to abide by the highest law of the land, the pursuit of material wealth or power often fails to bring lasting happiness or fulfillment, leading to a vicious circle of desire and dissatisfaction. Absolutely. Yep. No doubt. That's what happens. And Akwe Gemakali, I would have never allowed my 80-year-old father to think about becoming the president of a high expectations country like Liberia. Look how this old man is used by these greedy hunters. Look how he's used. Yep. Absolutely. And the big brother, J.R. William Tapewia Jr., President Boakai's speech is incoherent. Absolutely incoherent. Okay? Did not address himself as speaker. No, he did not. So, a legal luminary, Tiawon Gongloe. Tiawon Gongloe issued a statement. Tiawon Gongloe issued a statement. He referred to as rebuttal to Joseph Yuma Boakai. Rebuttal to President Joseph Yuma Boakai Sr. by Councillor Tiawon C. Gongloe, Assistant Professor of Law and an advocate for constitutional order and human rights. April 25th, 2025. The Supreme Court of Liberia, in its opinion and judgment of April 23rd, 2025, unequivocally declared that, quote, any actions or sitting of the majority bloc in which the elected speaker is not presiding despite being present and is not absent or incapacitated is unconstitutional. The action of the self-styled majority bloc is in total disregard for the rule of law. Mr. President, this ruling is final and must be honored without delay or qualification, consistent with Article 65 of the Constitution of Liberia, which provides, quote, judgments of the Supreme Court shall be final and binding and shall not be subject to appeal or review by any other branch of government. End of quote. Additionally, Article 66 of the same Constitution says, quote, the Supreme Court shall be the final arbiter of constitutional issues. Hence, when the Supreme Court speaks, all must obey. Mr. President, your recent assertion that your administration will, quote, continue to work with the quorum that ensures full functioning of our government and, of course, flagrantly disregards this clear and authoritative ruling of the Supreme Court. It undermines the constitutional foundation of Liberia's governance and weakens public trust in the rule of law. The court has spoken. As such, all government officials, members of the House of Representatives, citizens of Liberia, diplomatic partners, and both local and international business entities must comply fully with the court's judgment. If you just joined us, I'm reading a rebuttal by Cllr Tiawon Gongloe. The legal dispute in the House has been resolved. The legitimate and constitutionally recognized presiding officer of the House of Representatives is Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. A true commitment to the rule of law is not expressed in words, but in action. It is demonstrated by unreserved respect for the opinion of the highest court in the land. In 2000, following the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in an electoral dispute, former Vice President Al Gore conceded gracefully and said, quote, now the U.S. Supreme Court has spoken. Let there be no doubt. While I strongly disagree with the court's decision, I accept it. And I was here that time. I followed that election in 2000, Al Gore and George Bush. And it was about hanging child and dimple child from Florida. But again, I said, if Al Gore could not win Tennessee, where he's from, how could he argue over Florida? Let's continue to read. This is the type of statesmanship Liberia needs now from you, Mr. President. No ambiguity. I call upon you, Mr. President, to 1, instruct all government officials to cease any statements or actions that question the legitimacy of the Supreme Court's opinion. 2, warn that any official who undermines the court's authority may face suspension or dismissal. 3, urge all members of the House of Representatives to abide by the court's decision because the law is the law. Ensure all official communications to the House of Representatives or the legislature from you or any of your officials are addressed to Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. 5, withdraw all security details, vehicles, and support currently attached to Honorable Kuhn and restore them to Speaker Koffa. Any defiance of this ruling by you or your officials or legislators invites chaos and disorder. thereby undermining the ability of the government to serve the Liberian people effectively. Moreover, your failure to fully recognize and implement the Supreme Court's opinion will constitute a gross breach of constitutional duty. It will tarnish Liberia's image internationally and may jeopardize our country's bid for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. It could also deter vital foreign investment by signaling that your administration does not uphold the rule of law. Let there be no ambiguity. Liberia's peace, democratic stability, and global credibility depend on unwavering respect for the rule of law. I urge you, Mr. President, to rise to this moment, not in service to political factions, but in defense of the Constitution, the judiciary, and the Liberian people. A word to the wise is quite sufficient. Please listen while there is time, Mr. President. A better Liberia is possible only with commitment to adherence to the rule of law without reservation. And that was the gentleman you see on the screen there, Cllr Tiawon Gongloe, in a rebuttal, a scathing rebuttal to Joseph Human Boakai's speech, stating a whole host of others, among many, that Boakai should honor the Supreme Court's opinion. Yeah. Let me welcome my young brother, Ivan T. Penner, is following the show tonight. Hey, welcome, brother, man. How you doing? You super full? I know. All is well. Thank you. Welcome. Great to see you. And Sabina Harris, welcome to you as well. Moses Dennis, welcome. Fearless, Cllr Williams. Some take our country to pursue material wealth or power, which also fails to bring lasting happiness or fulfillment, leading to a vicious cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that in their mind warrants them to remain refusing to share or relinquish authority. Greediness, that bad thing, yo. Greediness, that bad thing, yo. Absolutely. It is very, very bad. All right. Vocalisa Mandingo General, welcome to you. Buema Kone, BC, welcome there. How you doing? Good to see you. And Eric McGill, hey, brother Gilman, just joining from the ATL. Welcome, man. How you doing? And Stephen Kier. Stephen Kier says, brilliant, young brother. Did you hear from me today, please? No, not yet. Not yet, big brother, Mr. Kier, not yet. No doubt. Avi said, I am super, big bro. No doubt. Remain super full, okay? Yeah. All right. Eddie Mayata Song Beleman says limited mindset. So that was Tiawon Gongloe. A great rebuttal. He joined many others who came out denouncing Joseph Human Boakai and telling him in no uncertain terms that what he decided to do, what he decided to do was the wrong path. It was the wrong path. Yeah. It was wrong. And you heard from the opposition leaders led by Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor and others, coming together in one accord. Coming together in one accord to send a message that our country deserves better. You cannot acknowledge the Supreme Court ruling, which becomes law by itself. And then you say you are going to call stakeholders to find a more peaceful way. Peaceful and constitutional. Absolutely, BC, Burma, I will open the phone lines, okay? Mr. Kia, not yet, not yet. I have not received it. You know, I will let you know if I did. I have not received it. Salome, welcome there, my darling sister. Welcome there from Seattle, Washington. Okay? Imagine what would have happened had it been George Weah coming out openly, brazenly, and talk about, I hear you, but I'm not going to honor that. What would have been the case today? What would have been the case? And Tiawon Gongloe was clear and emphatic. Look at the comments coming from officials in this government, the Mo Alis and others. I saw a comment, somebody said, what Boakai is doing will stop investors from coming in the country. And then Mo Ali said, they will not come. They will not come. They should not come. Okay? They should not come. Masalam, Miles SP, welcome there on the YouTube channel. Here you go. What Facebook not do to my daughter here again? Welcome. She's on YouTube watching. And Moses Yimpa, welcome there on the YouTube channel too. Gatti passed away. Welcome there. She said she fell asleep and time difference. Gatti, that means you stay in Liberian. Anyway, welcome. Yeah. Okay. But they've gone to and they have petitioned the Supreme Court to re-argue the case. Why is Richard Kuhn asking for re-argument? Did he not understand the first time the court ruled, when the court spoke Greek, German, Dutch, Latin, and they wrote in hieroglyphics, and they said ultra-virus? He did not understand it that time. So Speaker Koffa and team. Oh, okay, you just got back. Awesome. No, Monique Boyu, welcome. How you doing there? Great to see you again. Okay. He did not understand it that time. So Fonati Koffa and others petitioned the court for what we call declaratory judgment, a bit of information. Yeah, Sam Rex. Yeah. They wrote it. Yeah. They wrote it in hieroglyphics. Okay. So Fonati and others went to the court and said, please explain to us, what did you mean by ultra-virus? What did you mean by that? Say, but please, this time around, don't speak Latin, don't speak Dutch, don't speak Greek. Okay? Don't do all that one. Speak our Cllr, Liberian real Cllr. You listen to the Chief Justice. You read that ruling. Did you see anything there that you could not understand? What's the other one mean? Did you see tin virus? Or did you see ultra virus again? Did you see I'm I'm not a lawyer. I'm trying to say the okay. So I believe favor Joey, Joe Williams, welcome, Sam Riggs. I believe what these guys now seek with the court, Richard Kuhn and others, is that the court should rule in crew. You heard me? Saros, Joel McGee. Now they want the court to rule in crew. KRU. The court must rule in crew. That the only way Richard Kuhn will understand it. No more ultra virus, but unconstitutional, he not understand that one there. He want them to say what you've been doing, what you did in unconstitutional is unconstitutional. He doesn't want to, they must put that one in crew. Yeah, Mo Ali said they will not come. Yeah. Okay. They will not come. Yeah. They must put it in Clownway. Yama Vetura Mako. Napo Clappy. Put it in crew. Clownway. Yeah. So that he understands. That's the argument they're gonna make. Yeah, Eddie Mayata Song Balema. The Supreme Court must rule in crew, put it in crew, and impel it for James Cllr. Yeah. Masala Mas SP says, even crew, he will not understand it because he doesn't speak crew well to the point that he will understand the word you are not speaker. All right? He will not understand it. Ali Bagayogo, welcome. How you doing? Catherine Doe, you said what, Mr. Gilman? Yes. They want the Supreme Court to rule in crew. Well, the nothing they can do. Let me show you a picture. You said no, Mr. Gilman. They are delaying the process while they lobby undercover. They are losing members in their ranks. They are losing people. This is the majority bloc. Today, they are now 43 today. Let me zoom this picture and you take the count. Or you count with me. Let's start from the cursor here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many did I count? 18. Rukia, pass away. 18. Yeah. They're not 43. You know, 18 from 43. You know how many? You know how many people missing in this picture? 43 minus 18. 25. 25. 25 people missing in this picture. And look at where Richard Kuhn is standing. Thomas Fowler is in the middle with a blue, where my cursor is. Thomas Fowler right there. Look at Richard Kuhn behind Thomas Fowler. Because he knows Thomas Fowler is the legitimate deputy speaker, so they're pushing him up front to say he was there and are presiding when they had election and blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. Nonsense. Lamaga, I didn't forget, but you were welcome. How you doing? There were 20. Oh, okay. She said there were 20 while counting on video. They were taking roll call. There were 20, but now 2% left from that. So even worse, Lamaga. Yeah, Michael Green, welcome, my man. How you doing? And Tommy Johnson said, God is good to Liberia. Sweet Liberia, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, Marcelin, Mas, he hiding now. He's hiding. Mr. Kia said they went up interior to renew their voodoo. Yeah. Okay. But not just that. They've begun to lose their members. There was an open rebuke and dissociation from the group by Austin Taylor, who said, quote, he's going to be with the rule of law, with the rule of law caucus. Yeah. Okay. Let me say something to you, okay? This time, let me make myself big on the screen here so that you can hear me and see me well. Amy Black, where are you? Welcome there from Des Moines, Iowa. You on the clock tonight? 17 hours. I will nickname you now, 17 hours. I have already blocked 2 people and I deleted their comments. we're not wasting time this time around. We're not here for 10,000 people, 1 million people who not get sense. We're not doing it for numbers. We're doing it for the education. Okay? So I have black two people just now. They came here and they want to talk nonsense with confidence. If you think I'm talking nonsense or garbage, then why waste your time? I will show you the exit. Don't come back. Okay? If you think I'm talking garbage, don't come back. Don't listen to me. Go someplace else. Yeah. Amy Black say I'm here, Papi. No doubt. See you. I see you. Welcome. Cllr Richards. Hi, GHT family. I believe confession will come into their camp. Most of them will break away because they are seeing the truth. Absolutely, they are seeing the truth. They know the truth. They know. Moses Palu, the court must rule in simple English or colloquial next. But this ruling, that was Liberian Colo. You don't see no Latin, no Greek, no Swahili. Yeah? You don't see none of that inside. No German, no Dutch, no Spanish, nothing. Yeah. You see none of that there. Okay? So that was pure Liberian Colo. Go back to my videos. From the time they filed the bill of information, I have been saying it. That the ruling this time around, it will be in pure English. You will not need a dictionary or the thesaurus to go and define any word or know the meaning of the word, the root of the word, the origin, where did it come from? It's a Latin word, like Lu motto, right? Lux in tenebris. It means light in the darkness. You will not see none of that there. Lux in tenebris, no. It only on Lu wall and Lu letterhead there. Yeah. You will not see that in the court ruling. And now what the court did. Plain and simple. But no, they want to re-argue the case. But why do they want to re-argue the case? Doris D. Cooper, Popo, welcome. How you doing? Henry Duba Hill, welcome there. Winston Logan, welcome. Why do they want to re-argue the case? And then they got the same lawyer to argue the case. The same lawyer. Vani Sherman. Yeah? Okay? The very Supreme Court justices. The very Supreme Court justices asked Vani Sherman, where was Fonati Koffa? No, they didn't say where was Fonati Koffa. They said, where was the speaker? Where was the speaker? Say the speaker was in your office. Where was the speaker? He did not say the former speaker was in her office, or he was not here, he was out of the country, or he was in a hospital, he had surgery, God forbid, or something happened to him, he was incapacitated. He didn't say any of that. Okay? He did not say any of that. So it's the same man who told you that the speaker was in the office. It's the same man you are bringing to re-argue the case before the very Supreme Court, Chief Justice and Associate Justices. It's the same person you are coming with. And you submitted to a Boakai appointee on the Supreme Court bench, Clinton Johnson, who looked in Boakai's face and told him, this case is against you, Pape. We can't change anything. Cobwell Johnson's wife. He invited them to his house to see if he could twist arms. And they told him it's not going to work. And that's the same one that received their re-argument petition. Okay, Patrick Kennedy. Kennedy said, Mr. Gilman, I've learned they were given up to 3 working days, business days, to file a bill of re-argument. Tuesday will be the deadline. They are changing lawyers instead of keeping Vani Sherman. They've already filed the re-argument bill. They've already filed. Kennedy, Pat, they've already filed for re-argument. And I believe it's Vani Sherman that they have there. Yeah. Oh God. I think I would go to read their whole argument, because I'm reading a portion of it, and it said because the Supreme Court ruling talk about they using the joint chambers for their plenary, while Fonati Koffa, Speaker Koffa, and 29 other lawmakers were in the main plenary hall. And they are saying that one of the arguments is, their first argument is that on August 24th, was it August 24th? Yeah, August 2024, petitioner attempted to use the hall at which plenary, that's on the second page. I don't have that page. I will get the whole petition and we're going to read it and discuss it like we did many others here. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, Rukia. That's what Patrick Kennedy said, that they are getting a different lawyer. But you know what? It's simple. If you are explaining too much, A.B. Conner will tell you, our senior analyst here, one of our senior analysts, A.B. Conner will tell you, in politics, when you explain it too much, you are losing. When you are explaining too much, you are losing the fight. And so, in this game, when you are changing lawyers, you are losing. When you are changing lawyers, you are losing. All right? Ishmael Habib Rahim, I got you And all of you guys in Germany, I got you on sanction. I got you guys on sanction, okay? You will not call until I determine that your sanction is over. I will not receive your calls on the show. Yeah. All of you in Germany, I got you on sanction. I will not read your comments. I will not take your calls on the show until that time is ripe. And you know why. Yeah. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. Yeah. Yeah, changing the goalpost position. Yeah, they're moving it. They're moving the goalpost. Yeah, and let me quickly say thanks to the folks there in Australia, Victoria Musulue Townsend, Miles SP Pelu, and others. We received $140 for Zoely Zoe. Thank you very much. And Crispin Dan, Crispin, thank you. We also received your donation. Thanks for your donation there. Yeah. Let me make sure I got. And Julius Melton, thank you as well. Those came in after the show last night. Yeah, Julius Melton, $55, and Crispin Dunn, $50. Thank you. And also Nathaniel Kete. Nathaniel Kete on the Zelle. He also sent $50. Thank you very much for your donations. Okay? Yeah. David Flomo, I'm watching you live from Liberia, Grand Cape Mount County. Welcome there, my man. Good to see you. And you watching on the YouTube channel. Are you watching on the TV or on your phone? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah. Woman, Labra Love. Happy belated birthday, my man. Alvin, happy belated birthday to you. He said, you lawyers, all you want, but facts are facts. And that won't change. No, it won't change. Absolutely. Ishmael Habib Rahim is writing so much. He appealing and this and that. My man, I say you on sanction. Yeah. You on sanction. Stop writing too much. Before I increase the sanction level there on Russia, we'll make it that you're not able to write. You'll just see. Stop writing too much before we increase your sanction. I say, other you in Germany, you on sanction on GHT. Then you say in Luxembourg. On a serious note, I got you on sanction. All right, I got you on sanction. Yeah. So, and then talking about thanks and gratitude to all of you. Let me also hasten to. You saw my post. You saw my post earlier this morning or this afternoon about President Weah and the CDC coming through. for our friend and colleague Zoely. All right. Uh, uh, President Weah did extremely well. The CDC did extremely well. Uh, I was asleep this morning, like the party chairman told me yesterday. He said, "My brother, Mr. Gilman, my man, rest assured, by 9 o'clock in the morning, Liberian time, I will meet the young lady at the funeral home. We'll take care of business there." I said, "Okay, thank you." He said, "We'll take care of business there at 9 o'clock in the morning." But I think about 4 or 5 minutes to 9 o'clock, or let's say to 5 o'clock my time, because 5 o'clock is 9 o'clock in Monrovia. Pretty close to 5 o'clock, I got the phone call, and they said, "Oh, we are seeing Moses." I said, "Okay," and then she said, "The party chairman is here with Cornelius." Then I heard Janga on the phone. He said, "Put the phone on video. That game must see me. Like he knows I'm here." I said, "No, I'm hearing your voice, my man. I'm still in bed. You, you don't need a video. You don't need to prove anything, Chairman." Yeah, you know. And they came through. They came through. They offset everything with the funeral home, and our brother, our friend, our colleague will be given a decent burial. Yeah, everything with the funeral home paid for. None of that money was given to her for her to go do anything with it, to buy lapa, buy dress, go party, this and that, buy gold chain. That's why I wrote it the way I wrote it. Now, even if you went to the repast and you not see plenty food there, you not see the Jordans, you not see cow food, chicken food, this, that, kesawali, palm butter, tobogi, heavy rest, heavy drinks. If you don't see it there, don't go say, "Oh, all the money they get up at Tula." She don't do nothing with the money. The repast, no food was there, no drink was there. And you can drink, Jeremy, as if to say I can drink like that, buy your liquor and carry there. Nothing was spoiled. Nothing was changed your name. Okay? But we are very grateful and honored to President Weah and the CDC and all those that came through in making sure that yeah. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Kier, check the number that she sent it to. I mean, I'm not disputing that you didn't do it, but she probably sent it to a wrong number. I don't have it yet. Okay, please let her check the number and see where she did. I don't have it yet. Please. Yeah. And somebody was asking me for the numbers they want to send. Okay, the numbers are up there. If you want to make any donation, that was Derafina Hawa. The numbers are there. You can use Zelle or Cash App to 313-957-9702. Okay, 313-957-9702. Yeah, yeah. Bob, didn't see it. Mr. Gilman, those guys who call themselves the majority bloc have failed to note that the country is traumatized after the war. They are manufacturing chaotic scenes to cause unrest in the nation. When they ignite fire in the public eyes, the police will not be able to quell the violence because the people are more than the police. Therefore, there will be serious destruction in the country. They won't be able to hide because of the economic situation in the country. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Again, thanks to all of you. Thanks to President Weir, the CDC, for coming through. All right. Tomorrow is the funeral at Sacred Heart Cathedral, and we'll be following. Yeah, I believe People's TV will be broadcasting. People's TV will be broadcasting. You want to link up with that network and follow. We'll have it. We'll share it on the page as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So tell me, they've gone back to the Supreme Court. Are they suggesting that only when they win before they will accept the ruling of the court? Is that what they are saying? Huh? Is that what they are saying? But this is one other statement by the Supreme Court in the ruling. The Chief Justice says your line of argument of this new nomenclature of majority, I haven't seen it legally in the books, even within our jurisprudence when it comes to the legislature. No, that number is not my number. 6459854. I think she should be able to get it back. Mr. Kia, that's 313-957-9702. Yeah. I'm calling you so that you get my number. I think you should have my number. Mr. Kia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's the number you're supposed to send it to right here.
95 31395. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get it back.
Okay. Yeah. We're talking politics, we're not talking relationship here. Or Lena Addison Outlet. She said that Eddie's no wife. Okay. Your line of argument of this new nomenclature of majority, I haven't seen it since Ellen time before. That's what she meant there. I haven't seen it legally in the books, even within the jurisprudence when it comes to the legislature. You know what it means? Joseph Boakai said majority quorum. He working with a quorum. Quorum is according to the Constitution and the Supreme Court interpretation. Quorum in the House of Representatives is anywhere the majority is with the legitimate speaker. With the speaker. In this case, and the quote was very clear, Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. And that was when this very man who dissented, we're going to come to him, or Justice Bessie, he asked Vani Sherman, where was the speaker? He didn't say, where was Koffa? He said, where was the speaker? And Vani Sherman said, the speaker was in her office. And then the whole court burst off laughing. So in simple terms, quorum here means ma and pa in the house with children. And pa must be there. The pa must be there. Because woman and woman can born baby. Man and man can born baby. That man and woman can born babies. So, in simple terms, to have quorum, man and woman must be there with the children in the home. The man must be there. The man here is the speaker. Eh? Elizabeth Bowen, are we making sense? Eddie Mayata son, Favor Morris, David Flomo. Ma Helena Brown, are we making sense now? About quorum, Joseph Boakai said he will work with quorum. But quorum, as per the Constitution and the decision of the Supreme Court, is where the majority is with the legitimate speaker. And let me say something here. I saw some people who claim to be smart and they know it all, argue, say, if they want to execute the ruling of the Supreme Court in its totality, then they should go back to like Justice Bessie were arguing about the budget that was passed that is being used to pay salaries for government operations and this, that, yonder, and every other thing. They should go back on it. But look at the ruling of the Supreme Court. Look at this decision. This Liberian colloquial decision. Saturday, Zoely Wulule, Mr. Wulule, welcome to you there. And my darling sister, Pale Urito Reto, welcome. How you doing tonight? Look at the ruling of the Supreme Court. Do you see anything there? If you go back to my videos, some of you will recall that the Supreme Court was arguing over the word illegal. Illegal. That if the term the works of the unconstitutional body illegal, it would make the whole government illegal. She said you call my full name tonight. Absolutely. I always call your full name. Well, what made you thought that? Just say Pale. You're welcome, Mr. Wulule. Okay? That the Supreme Court did not want to use the word illegal. So what did they say? Unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. That's what they said. That Everything you did was unconstitutional. Yeah. So for Boakai to come and say he's dealing with a group that has quorum, nope. That's not the essence. That's not the meaning of quorum. But what happened here is that uh 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 there was a big talk in their camp today, the Unity Party folks. Overnight, since Boakai made our statement. Tizai, Ulai, Pape, how are you? He said, Mr. Gilman, this year 2025 is different. So let them be careful in Liberia. God is moving from behind all false pretenders all over the world. Peace to our nation, LIB. No doubt. Welcome, Pape. How you doing tonight? There's a big issue that happened in the Unity Party, in the government, about Joseph Boakai's statement. Okay? They said, and I posted it earlier this morning, that the Unity Party officials were in a tailspin. UP government officials in tailspin and blame game over JMB's speech. Some claimed Info Minister Pierre should have said that, and JMB comes in to clean up the mess, as Pierre stated earlier. If you listen to the Ministry of Information News daily news conference, according to this information minister, Pierre, Jerolimic Pierre, he came out and said the government welcomes the decision of the Supreme Court and that is willing to work and reach some compromise whatsoever. You listen to his statement. Okay? That was the statement that Boakai was supposed to make. But no, Boakai did not make that statement. He came out and made a statement that was supposed to be made by Jerolimic Pierre, and Boakai, was supposed to clean it up. But now he's the head of government. He's coming out doing the dirty work. Who's going to clean it up for him? Now, what all of them were arguing over today. The Papa feeling messing the whole thing up. Who's going to clean it up? Who's going to clean it up? Yeah, Derafina, how are? I got it here, Zelle, for $50. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's here. Okay, thank you very much. It's Mr. Gilman just sent $50 as a donation for my sympathy. The name is Darlington Gay because my Zelle is having problem. Thank you. It's here. I got it. Patrick Kennedy. Quorum refers to 37 lawmakers presided over by the Speaker of the House. Secondly, the Supreme Court ruled that everything done by the majority bloc was illegal, and they need to revert to status quo ante. Don't forget about the ante, status quo ante. However, some of the illegal actions cannot be undone. And Pat Kennedy, that's why I said the court did not use the word illegal. The court said unconstitutional. The court said unconstitutional. They were very careful. Yeah. 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 The CDC due payment information will be releasing it momentarily. I spoke with the chairman, Yahaya Talata Sharif, about it. A lot of you been calling me, and we'll be releasing it, and hopefully at the inauguration May 17th, maybe people can come around, and then we carry on our due payment live too in Philadelphia. But we'll have the information and put it up for those who can make it to Philadelphia to begin to do that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the court was very particular. So those guys who going around talking about to execute the ruling of the Supreme Court, then you got to look at what the renegade lawmakers did. They were unconstitutional. So if that group was to sanction somebody to death and they killed the person, can you bring that person back to life? You can't. You can't. Okay? People need to understand that. Two wrongs do not make a right. And Boakai is sitting there being pulled by people who I don't know. Hustlers. Yeah. Sitting there being pulled by hustlers. Okay. Before we open up the telephone lines here, and that's the same numbers you can call on the to participate on the show. 313-957-9702. Before we open up the lines here, we told you about one of the guys from the majority bloc who have openly stated he's going to stay with the rule of law or he's going to join the side of the rule of law. Austin Taylor. Okay? Austin Taylor came out and openly stated that he's going to be on the side with the rule of law. This is him right here, Austin Taylor. Let me try to put this up. Yeah. He's joining, he's renouncing his stay with the majority black and is going this side with the rule of law. A lot of them gonna do that. A lot of them gonna break away. They're gonna go back to doing the Liberian people's work. A lot of them. And don't be surprised. Come the next sitting of the House of Representatives, whether it's next week Tuesday or May I think May 8th or something, when May 5th. No, May 6th. May 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. May 6th. Because I think they are on break. If you saw Fonati Koffa conducting with quorum, don't be surprised. Okay? Don't be surprised. if that happened. Paula Urita Reto, thank you there from you and the bishop. $50 just came in on Cash App. Thank you. Yeah. $50 just came in on Cash App. And be thankful, Addison. Thank you there on the Zelle. $40 just came in on the Zelle. Thank you very much. Be thankful, Addison. Thank you. Yeah. Pale Urita Reto. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Don't be surprised. Today is one man that came out, Austin Taylor. But guess what? They could not get the 43 they used to run around with. No, they can't get 43. Yeah, they are. They are only 18. Okay, they are only 18. So, either Joseph Boakai comes out early enough and say, "Look, I take back that statement," like Tiawon Gongloe stated, the vice president, former vice president Joel Howard Taylor stated, and everybody else calling on Joseph Boakai to honor the rule of law, to honor the rule of the Supreme Court. Unless he comes back so quickly and redeem himself, he and Richard Kuhn and the rest of them will be made shame when Fonati Koffa muster the numbers and have that simple majority or more and have quorum and begin to execute. It will be a day of reckoning for Joseph Boakai and the rest of them. Okay? If he does come back soon, before the lawmakers go back to session, rescind that speech he made and tell them to go back to status quo ante. Speaker Koffa is the speaker. You restore the security details and everything and all of that. And you don't think you can bring the Zoes and the Bodios and this and that in town where everybody else to come and talk Tabata? Koffa is not going to resign. Yeah. Farafin. Sumaworo. He said to redeem himself, he will bribe them to work with Koffa. And then say, I say I'll work with quorum. Yeah. Patrick Kennedy. Boakai and his gangsters have committed treason. Article 76, Section 5 is our reliance. Article 76A. Treason against the Republic shall consist of 1. Levying war against the Republic. 2. Aligning oneself with or aiding and abetting another nation or people with whom Liberia is at war or in a state of war. 3. Acts of espionage for an enemy state. 4. Attempting by overt act to overthrow the government, rebellion against the government, against the Republic, insurrection, and mutiny. And 5, abrogating or it didn't continue. It ended there. Okay, let's open up our phone lines. For those of you who want to call us here at 313-957-9702. And let's take your calls. That's 313-957-9702. Okay, call us here and we'll be happy to take your calls. WhatsApp and direct 313-957-9702. Three 957-9702. This used to be the majority block. They are only 18 today. Puka Roberts, welcome there. And then Puppet Worker want quorum. We are coming soon with additional quorum. Watch and see, no doubt. Telvin Thompson from Paris, France. Welcome there. How you doing tonight or this morning? Yeah. Our lines are open, folks. Call us here, 313-957-9702. Let's hear from you. Let me complete the reading of Patrick Kennedy's comment. Article 76, Section 5. Abrogating or attempting to abrogate, subverting or attempting or conspiring to subvert the Constitution by use of force or show of force or any other means which attempts to undermine this Constitution. The law is the law. And Paula Urita Reto says, I wonder why they are 18. Because the numbers have reduced. People are rethinking their actions. People are rethinking their positions. Excuse me. Even a Richard Kuhn. Puka, call on the WhatsApp line. Call on the WhatsApp line. Or you get my Liberian number? Call my Liberian number. Puka, call my Liberian number. Or call the WhatsApp line. But if you call my Liberian number, I'm in the States. Yeah. I'm in the States. If you call my Liberian number, it will still behave like a international line for you. Paula Urita Reto, the songwriter say, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. That's who's that? Johnny Nash? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Dun, 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 dun. I can see your obstacles in my way. You see that, Papi? He can, play the song there. Yeah. Let's take our first caller here. Boy Solo.
Hey, Mr. Gilman, how are you?
Good. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
Thank you for the show, for everything.
Right.
The man said, like Brother Puka said, the man said he's looking for quorum. So the Liberian people will be giving quorum. You got more quorum than ever
you'll get more quorum. Absolutely. Yeah.
You get more quorum than you ever see in your life. But we used to say those things. We said those things from the beginning, Mr. Gilman. And I used to tell my friends and I said, listen, back to power. I think you can remember I said it on the show too many times. Because they will be coming with your broom. Imagine they made all the money in the store. They made it become broker in less than 2 years. So no matter they decide to live good life and that life they couldn't live it. All that government they finish running away, they can't go Ghana and things.
Right.
Then you come back. You want to bring that man to power. You think what because some of our friends with some other guys, they used to say, hey, the mistake we make when we come back to power, we'll not make that mistake again.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew the guy that was bringing yard broom. And you understand?
Right.
The yard broom to sweep. And I what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we got one old man who was an old rebel that Liberian people not know that I know for defensive rebel leader and stay down there because the people they own a thing or inheriting, they brought into power. What you think, man? I said, look at the man and said, no, I can't put a man to be to replace me tomorrow because the man a machine. It's like you get a chance, Mr. Gilman. And Monday, you say, which one replace me? One of them that's so bad, you know it waste. And when you put in there, you will disgrace you. So you just keep in.
Yeah.
Then people wonder, but why is the man keeping it, boy? Because you know the man attitude. Right. And I want why is it that to Liberian people? Imagine an old man like that that's supposed to respect the rule and rule of law or respect the constitution, and he coming by and tell you, say, I get it. That man was only taxing on for 2029.
Absolutely.
That the ordinary people, they back, rather, the was saying like that. The thing that we're talking like that. My first time to see my brother, Delano, when you talking.
Yeah, hold on. Somebody's speaking.
Delano, when you talk, some of us, I remember when we trying to be harsh, Delano was trying to come out and say, my man, if I see that brother was so frustrated like that, the way he was speaking,
right?
I tell you that, you know, it is time for us to make moves. But we will continue to be on the back. We will continue to push them. We don't want Boakai to leave power, but we want you to rule the country.
Absolutely.
We want you to do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Yep.
You understand? That's all we want.
Yeah.
We're not going to say, oh, when they join the street, you must join we have a contact. No. We were looking at them so they can rule the country the way they want to rule it.
Right.
In a good atmosphere for everybody to have the free parties and their will. But no, you said no. You did it to the 10 people. When you move the people, Supreme Court said no. That's not the right thing. You say, okay, yeah, hey.
Mm-hmm.
But I will suspend it. The man guy and nephew, Mr. Gilman, send LTA, that guy from LTA, send the GSC and the LCC are indicted the man. The man said in there.
Yeah.
But people, you look at, you say, you accuse them. They will have no record. You say you suspended and you move them. And why? I know what kind of come out. The message sitting there, you won't get time.
I know.
So let's say just that when you come to carry on and you come in.
Absolutely.
But thank you for the show, brother.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. Thank you. Let me say thanks to one or two donors here, and then I will bring Puka Roberts. Naomi Lane, thank you there for $55. Just received that. Naomi Lane, thank you. And let's go to Puka Roberts. Puka, welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Gilman.
No doubt.
Let me say thanks to you, our great leader, and mentor, as we all will call you. And we owe nobody apology for celebrating you for your courageous spirit that you carry in the interest of our country, not only the party.
Right.
Give me what you're doing now, but only CDC.
No.
It's about the country at large. Today, well, anytime we see you, we feel happy to celebrate you.
No
And
doubt.
because when we see you, we know that you are a man of progress for our beloved country. So, Mr. Gilman, thank you for the work you always do for our beloved country. And for the recognition for the public, I'm Pokat Robert. And I am the national vice chair for operation for the minority, the revolutionary minority bloc. I am the vice chair for operation for the revolutionary minority bloc. I mean the rules of the rules of law caucus.
Right.
Oh, Mr. Gilman, this is this actually is getting unbecoming, and we have to put an end to this. Seriously speaking, and we want to tell Mr. Boakai, there will be no day I will call somebody that does not behave in the capacity as a president, and I call you president. There will be no day I will call Mr. Boakai a president.
Right.
Because when you see the proceeding of the political paper, it's far off from somebody that is a leader or even it's somebody that occupying, somebody like occupying the presidency. It's far. Mr. Gilman, if the constitution was not granted, Joseph Boakai is not president today. If the constitution was respected, Joseph Boakai is not president today. That the constitution that protecting Boakai, like, hey, you want to get respect, then you want someone or a courageous people, a courageous man seek you. Must sit there and look at the recklessness of Boakai. Must look at the irresponsible behavior of Boakai. But I want to tell Mr. Boakai, your day are normal. We are not threatening you, but want to protect the sanctity of our beloved country and the sanctity of our constitution that guide our beloved country.
Right.
Your day are normal. If they see court that you can run to for justice and they can give you justice, you can be happily celebrating. Today, you are denouncing, you are disrespecting, and you are disobeying the court proceeding and the court ruling. Mr. Boakai, we cannot sit down here and remain taciturn and allow you to carry our country into the mud. So today, conclude.
Taciturn means speechless or silent. Your mouth zip.
Thank you. No. You know, for us from church, we are calm. We don't let to brag about knowledge.
No, I defining the word for mass SP payload.
Yeah, I know. Taciturn. Yeah, to be silent.
To be silent.
Yeah, taciturn. We're not sit there and remain silent. Thank you, Mr. Gilman. Thank you for bringing it down to our followers. I need that understanding. But I can tell Mr. Boakai, Tuesday, we're not backing you. We are demanding you because the power invested in us is more than the power in you. And we are prepared to show you that power.
Right.
Tuesday, watch the clip. Watch the clip. You along with your man, not with, I know with your man, you're working on majority or my working on thing. I can tell you, Mr. Koffa will be taking the office and he will be taking it to the best of his ability. And we are prepared to guard Mr. Koffa and march with him majestically, spiritually, and technically to an office.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it with no fear and favor. And we dare your reckless and your unpaid police to try us. Mr. Boakai, there will be no more government that you ever preside over. So, Mr. Gilman, thank you. We don't want to say much.
Thank you.
I just be like in war. But we tell Mr. Boakai, watch for and get ready for all on Tuesday.
Thank you.
May God save our state.
No doubt. Thank you very much. Boakai Roberts there from somewhere. And Fred Imladix. Hey, Mr. Gilman. So, as you said, on May 6th, the House of Representatives will be sitting. Do you think that the majority leader will be there? He will not be majority leader that time. He will be in a minority. You heard Boakai. Speaker Koffa will be conducting, and he will have the majority. I can tell you that. It's going to happen. All right? And Mr. Kier, he said, Chief, please check again. I just received from CashApp from Naomi Lane. Is that the person? I received a cash app from Naomi Lane for $55. Is that your daughter, Mr. Kia? Let me know, okay? Let's go to the lines and welcome Joyce Lomagere. Miss Howe, Felicia Howe, you did call, but then you hung up. If you want to call back,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Hello, hello, Mr. Gilman. How are you?
Fine. How you doing?
Okay, I want to thank you for calling and for using your data. I had to call a long distance here.
I'm telling you.
So say thank you for calling. Did well. Let God be with you. Where's all that data coming from? Them will be there.
More be there.
But Mr. Gilman, thank God our president went to go visit the family of Zoely. So we're happy that Zoely will be buried tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, God, all the grace. So happy to tell God thank you. As I read a thing, I was laughing. He said, when you want to drink it, only when you go in, me pay the rest there, don't ask question.
Don't ask question, yeah.
Because they get how no too much money. I
No.
take a thing. Well, citizens also that added to that money and give it to the bearer and so your pocket will not go dry. Whatsoever it comes from,
Yeah.
God will refurnish you. But Mr. Kimo, Joseph Yiman Boaka, as the children always say, that free time may want to go free time. They may know what you are going to do to destroy our country. How you boys say $1.5 million bulletproof car.
Bulletproof cars, yeah.
Because he knew exactly what you were to punch the country into disaster. And he can't sleep in the car.
No.
He can't pee in the car, he cannot get out and go pee. So even he ride a bulletproof car, he'll still get out and go pee.
You'll get it.
But we pray God. I pray God that I saw that all the political party met today and they give a different thing. It's good. But if they listen to this podcast, I pick the political leader, you'll be at the back. They surveying the people that are suffering in the country don't have water to drink. Then they need this protest. Then they be in front, you be at the back. You don't be in front because when everybody are sitting, you saw the downgrade, all the other people that are in the protest, they're talking like only Joe we need it all.
Yeah.
He didn't want to destroy the country, he need to be in a protest. Joe we say you want to be in protest. But I tell God, thank you that they all met. And they're going to make one decision for now to choose to within a year or the decision with either any contribution CNN can do, we hear to contribute towards that protest. They have to string the street 3 days for them to read our constitution to Joseph because we can understand that Liberia live on constitution, we will contribute towards that.
Absolutely.
CNN, GHT, whosoever that contribute towards so this will be tomorrow. I say thank you. Let God bless you.
Yeah.
One of our family members already dropped from us, so we're still holding on to us.
We're still holding on to
so
us. Yeah.
You still holding on to hope. And we won't lose nobody this year.
Right.
So I said thank you to everybody. Mr. Kumar, thank you for coming on every net to give information. Tell your wife, thank you, tell your grace, and take all the time that you take away from those children to build the other family, the blue art family, they will say thank you. We don't have money to pay you. But God will refurnish you.
No doubt.
We'll say thank you.
No doubt.
At least, Mr. Kumar, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Joyce Lomagere Wim and Barbara D. Wilson. Welcome there. Doris D. Cooper, Pupo. She said he will use his pumper. Jawala Plua, welcome to you. We'll take our last caller, Eric Talu, and then we'll go to Ms. Chapin to seal the deal for us. Eric Talu, welcome. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr. Gilman. How yourself? How the family?
We good. We good.
All right.
It's been a long time.
Long time.
It's been a long time. That's why I said Happy New Year.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to say something here. During those days in the Bible when the Egyptian king when God wanted to destroy him and a whole group, God had a heart. And so everything they were doing, they were not agreeing to the law. God would send Moses and the people would say, no, they will keep doing it. But what God was doing to these people was too hard in their heart.
Yeah.
When you watch Mr. Boakai, an entire gangster group, You saw that they've been doing this from the time they swear in January, from January since they swear in.
Yeah.
This is what they've been doing. It's because they are not the rightful people. And they will continue doing this until their entire government is destroyed. That's what they're trying to do. If you watch the whole thing,
Right.
that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That they're going to destroy their own government.
That's
at
what
the
it
end
is.
of the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to say. But God is hiding their heart for their wickedness.
Will just help them.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric Talu there from Tennessee. Miss Chapin. Mr. G. Chapin.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi to everybody, and thank you that we all can meet here today.
No doubt.
We continue to talk and talk. 6 years we talk, we will continue to talk.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give God the glory that we all can meet. But Mr. Gilman, as the caller that just left this line said, that man and President Barack, I'm the type of person who can bend easily. He has a hard heart, you know.
Right.
As Dr. Strong said, whether he even remorseful, he's not at all. That's what I see. So you see the resistance.
Yeah.
And I heard that they have gone to the Supreme Court again. So
yeah, I showed their petition to the Supreme Court. They gone to the
yeah,
Supreme Court. Yeah.
they go back to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was a good thing that finally the opposition leaders came together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was really getting frustrated that everybody calling on CDC alone, you know.
That was a rare show
Yeah.
of force, show of collaboration.
So that alone would made them to get conscious to know that they're not the only rooster in the town to crow.
Right.
There are other people who got stake in the country too, because they've been running around there. They alone own the nation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they alone own the nation. I had been running around. So as it is now, the opposition have to stick together and remain forceful.
Right.
And how do you call it? Because if they don't do it, 2029, they will have no grounds, no level playing field.
No.
As I can say from Charles Taylor days, 1997, right? The elections.
Mm-hmm.
Opposition were crying for level playing field. They couldn't go to the rest of the country to canvass.
No.
So that's how it's gonna be. There will be no level playing field for you to even canvass to say you got a chance of coming to ascending to power. So that's why that's why I will argue with the opposition and say there's no solidarity, because these things started happening long time.
Yeah.
But when I'm speaking, they felt that it was only because CDC. But the similar thing could happen to them as well. Not only just because CDC were in power, so these things were happening to CDC. They were keeping quiet. They're trying to consolidate power, they're trying to plan themselves in a way that they will narrow the space and there will be no opposition to them. It's not just from opposition from CDC, but opposition on the larger scale from all other opposition political parties. You understand?
Right.
So that's my fear. So from this point on, any small mistake, let the opposition speak loud. What
in unison
to dismissal to Supreme Court ruling, they should speak out. They should speak out.
Right.
Because Mr. Gilman, do you some kind of fear or even if you ask about when I'm going back to the 80s and the 90s? Because that's what it means, Mr. Gilman.
Mm-hmm.
When the whole constitution is suspended, it was like the constitution being suspended. How can the Supreme Court rule and say this is it, and then you come and say, I will not accept that I will work with the illegal group?
Yeah.
It's automatically suspended. That means the Supreme
Court
he
was testing the will of the people, the opposition community, the international partners. He was testing everybody with that statement. And I mean, you saw Everybody came out.
Oh, even some people are surprised.
Individually, as an organization, as the bar association said they are perusing that whole ruling to come up with a definitive statement. Everybody is coming up speaking against him, castigating him and condemning his statement. Fred Nimla Diggs is asking you, Miss Chappin, is Eric Wezeji your brother?
Yeah, even my brother.
All right. Fred Nimla Diggs, that's her brother. Where is he?
Biological brother. Even in my river.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we go weed. I'm my brother though. In Liberia, I'm a him better. Anywhere you see my
not the mountain of friend. Yeah,
my sister said that your guardian angel. You read that your guardian angel. I say yeah. Look at me. We said that your guardian angel. I say yeah. I'm a him better. He came up on his sister. Yeah. So yeah, back to the topic, Mr. Gilman, as it is, we all gotta keep talking and talking and talking and talking. You know, we gotta keep talking, and they shouldn't get away with this one. People, at least when we were in confusion, we didn't know whether the Supreme Court was what the Supreme Court was definitely saying. Now the Supreme Court is more definite and clearer.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the people got the will and got the might now to talk.
But now he wants the interpretation of the other ruling in crew.
Okay. Well, they can hire vernacular people.
They need to hire vernacular people.
Yeah, you know, in Singapore there for the longest, I think that the Civil War took them from there. They used to have the Bible Society group there.
Yeah.
I was translating the Bible.
They were translating the Bible, yeah, in all the dialects.
I showed some of the professors then from our school stay around.
Yeah, yeah.
They can call them and they can come. You know, Matthew Cassidy and all those people used to be and EBC or EWA translating the Bible in vernaculars and giving the news in vernacular. They should call them.
Yeah.
Call them to come and translate it to Kissy and all those things.
Oh my goodness.
I say I didn't expect otherwise from Boakai anyway. I didn't expect any better.
No.
We told them from the beginning. We told them. I mean, every Liberian people, they actually they were blind. You know, you see him black and you think he will turn white.
Yeah.
No, not turn white.
No way.
Even if you bleach it, it will not be white.
No.
Yeah. They will not turn white. I mean, everything was clear. The way they killed Tama, I mean, I always say that thing. The way they killed Tama in Lopa. I mean, they all show any remorse.
Yeah.
Even in their own camp, people coming accusing Kosa, accusing people. In their own camp, I mean, it was just so disorganized.
Very.
They insisted that they will put him in the mansion. There we have it. Send that to power. So confusion. Now 1 month a bad peaceful. They will all north over there. Huh?
Yeah. Nimla Dick said he and your brother attended Pillar of Fire mission.
Yeah. Eric and Edward, my爸, sent them on Pillar of Fire mission.
Where is that?
I Rosa man there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rosa crew. Yeah, Pillar of Fire mission. Yeah, Eric was there. Go Eric on Facebook with me. Go to my Facebook page, you will see him. Then you can send him friend requests.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Jerome Weah, you got the last word. You said the current vice president.
Thank you for Zoely for organizing.
Absolutely.
And thank God that you will be very peaceful. And thanks to all our CLM family who always giving. Y'all continue to give.
Absolutely.
At least so that Mr. Gilman can take the mat down. Petula can get a small thing in her.
Yeah.
And so this on family on the ground. The tradition there. I know some people put back down, know the crew can do the same. From the choir group.
The choir group, yeah.
Choir group, so we got similar culture, so it will be a good thing if we stay supported at least from now to the end of the month, wherever you gather. you can send it to them to take the mouth down.
Mhm.
Then you can announce it that they want directly for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. You read that piece today.
Oh my God. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, based on what I know, shoot, I beg you.
Hey, who you did it that? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much. Miss Dam, Yada Dam, the Ibrahim Traore theory. We are standing together against imperialists and their servants, no doubt. And Jerome Weir, the current vice president, it can be recalled when the former representative of District 8, Akaros Gray, was about to have lunch on the UL campus and chaos occurred, Jeremiah Kwan was at the Senate and began to say that the children constitutional rights, uh, that the lawmakers should not enter their campus. Even if he, the senator, was told not to go there, he would not enter. Now it's the constitutional rights of the Liberian people. Like Poker Roberts rightly stated Tuesday, no doubt. Tuesday is coming. Who gets the laugh last? The last laugh the best. And Tally, Augustine Tally from Baltimore, good to see you on here. Sumo Augustine said, Mr. GMB, this country is not for UP. Absolutely not. And Sam Ricks, are you talking about? Yep, Flomo, giving news in brief. All right, folks, that does it for us here tonight. It's great being with you. What's your name? Jerome Marsh, Andrew Marsh, Josiah Andrew Marsh asks, why is Vision TV not carrying the program for the late Davis tomorrow? Uh, the what is group name? People's TV will be carrying it. I think they had prior arrangement with People's TV. But I will talk to the guy who has Vision. I will ask him, talk to him. I will send him a message to call me first thing in the morning. I will send you a message right after the show to call me first thing in the morning. I will also try to get in contact with Petula to see what we can do if we can have the two of them. We can work out something. Yeah. But it was great having all of you support to shown to Zolizo and his family, his girlfriend Petula, and making sure that he can. My man, I'll give you 30 seconds.
Hello.
Yeah. Connor.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, BC.
Thank you so much for what you're doing for Liberia.
No doubt.
Thank you for educating our people on situations in Liberia.
Right.
And I want to say thank you to all of the hosts on the program. Mr. Gilman, I just wanted to contribute my one or two ideas about the stalemate.
Yeah, but you want to be long because we are already at the end. I was closing the show now.
Yes, I'll just take less than a minute to do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the oppositions came together today and speak with unity.
Right.
And I hope that that unison will continue as of this day going forward. They have sat back and watched this government violate the Constitution time and without numbers.
Yeah, ruthlessly.
And they never said anything.
Right.
And I think this was just a litmus test for 2029. And they are planning to do worse. And the Liberian people shouldn't sit. They should
allow it
go,
happen. Right.
They should gather and go after all of their lawmakers who wants to violate the Constitution and go against this ruling.
Right.
And any Liberian, whether elected or non-elected official, that will violate the court ruling or stand against the court ruling, that person should be considered for treason because they want to divert the Constitution and they wanted to illegally run the country and put the completely I don't even know the term to use right now because I'm so upset when I listen to the president when he said that he was going to work with those with quorum.
Yeah.
Because the quorum, all he was just saying he's going to work with the majority black.
Yeah,
he
that's
going to
it.
replace that majority black with quorum.
Yeah.
And it is so disheartening that this elder who have served more than 40 years in government cannot do the right thing by the Liberian people.
Right.
When it came to Speaker Koffa, in less than a day, he took security, he took everything from Speaker Koffa.
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court has ruled, and he said, according to him, he accepted the ruling.
He acknowledged the
ruling. So why is he still giving the purported speaker security and giving all the privileges of a speaker, if at all he recognizes the Supreme Court ruling? That is complete hypocrisy, and he's just trying to game the Liberian people. I just want to say thank you, Mr. Gilman, for giving me the opportunity to at least put my one or two words in.
Thank you very much.
You're so good to me for all you have done. Lord, I give you praise. You're so good to me for all you have done. I want to give you praise. Say, Lord, you've been good to me for all you have done. Lord, I give you praise. You've been, Lord, you've been good to me for all you have done. I want to give you praise.
And thanks to you there, Ma Helena M. Brown. So thank you, Mr. Gilman, for all you do for Mama Liberia. Thank you also for being there, listening every night and contributing. Thank you. Dexter Tour, Louisville, Kentucky. I get to see you in a couple of weeks, right? Or 2 or 3 weeks, Dexter. Take care of yourself, and I'll be there with you. So, say good morning, Mr. Gilman and GHT family. Ephraim Zebi Kwewon Jr., Arthur Scott, Ali Kali Mohammed Kaba, Francis Owa, Angie Shaker, Bavi Roberts, Esther Molba Tobe. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Rodney Ja, Moses Dennis, Komasa David, Doris D. Kopo Pupo. Thank you. Dwell Waller, Vicky, Uplift Favor, Long Life. Jerome Weir, Poker Roberts, George Capper, Moses Balu, Favor L. Morris, Jay Mazola, Monroe, Henry Duba Hill, Tukba Queen, and a host of others. Pape Escata, Francis Owa. Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much for being there. Let's continue to keep hope alive. Pray for our country and our people. And I pray for Zoely's family, his girlfriend, Tatula, his 2 sons, their moms. And let's keep that in our prayer, okay? Do take care. And follow this page. We'll try to share the funeral videos on GHT as it begins, okay? Thank you very much. Do take care and have yourself a wonderful night, a great weekend. I'm Juan Michael Gilman, bidding you a pleasant good night.
Cause you're ready to be good to me. I wanna give you praise. You're ready to be good, you're ready to be good, you're ready to be good to me. You've really been good to me. There is a reason to praise you, God. There is a reason to praise you, Lord. A reason to praise you. Yay. Yay. Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him. Yay. Praise Him. Minister Praise Shema. Rodney P. We give it a praise, Lord. Hallelujah.